What's up, everybody? We are Deanna and Phil. DEANA'S from the United States and I'm from Germany, and it is time for another little German road trip. In this video we are going to check out Hamburg.
Los
geht's.
Wo sind die Hamburgers? We made it. This is my first time in Hamburg and Phil's kind of first time.
Yeah, I think I've been here like 3 times before, but I never really experienced the city, so this is my real first time as well.
This is a time.
Alright, so as we're walking along the Hafen city here in Hamburg, I think Hamburg doesn't need a big introduction. With a population of almost 2 million, it's Germany's second biggest city, and fun fact, Vienna has never been more northern anywhere on the globe than here. So we're gonna explore the city. We're also making a separate food video where we get some local dishes. Let's just see what the city has to offer.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Alright, so one thing I'm noticing immediately, everybody who walks by, every second person who has a snack is eating a Fischbrötchen. So there's a huge Fischbrötchen culture here in Hamburg.
Yeah,
I like it. Anyway, if you like these kind of videos, I just wanted to give you a quick reminder. Please give us a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you want to further support us, you can do that on Patreon. It's patreon.com/Deanna and Phil. All the benefits are on there. And now back to the video. When you make your way around the Speicherstadt, one thing that we definitely recommend doing is to visit the Elbphilharmonie, which is one of the acoustically most advanced concert halls in the world, and it is this futuristic glass building on top of an old brick warehouse. You can make your way halfway up on cool escalators and then do a little loop around the outside of the building, which gives you fantastic views of the harbor and the river Elbe. After exiting the Elbphilharmonie, we made our way along the river promenade, where multiple museum ships are stationed, as well as a lot of snack options.
Look at this, it's a puffer.
This is a very nice walk, and close to the St. Pauli landing piers there are fish markets and shops where you can find some of Hamburg's best Fischbrötchen. We tried an expensive one for 10 euros, which you can see in our Hamburg food tour video. Shrimpbrötchen, the Nordseekrabbenbrötchen, and that thing is 10 euros. That is the most expensive bread roll I've ever had. Wait, actually in Boston we had a lobster roll for like 25, but that's ridiculous. We then made our way into the city to visit one of Hamburg's most iconic sites, the St. Michael's Church. Alright, so we just came down from the St. Michaelis Church, the Michel, which is probably the most iconic, well-known church in Hamburg. We went into the main hall first, and it's a little bit unique looking church because it has a lot of this white and gold features.
Yeah, and it had this giant baby basket for the priest. I don't really know what that's called, but it was something unique I've never seen before.
The speaking platform.
Yeah, but it was
before
like...
they had microphones, they had to be in a proper spot to speak to the peasants. But anyway, I think the highlight is going actually up to the tower. I think it's at 100 meters, or the entire thing is 100 meters high. Anyway, there's a viewing platform, and because of the pandemic time, you have to take the elevator up and the stairs down.
Well, first of all, the view up there was amazing. Like, I think it's always awesome if you can have any type of 360 view of a city. That's like one of our favorite things to do, so we get an overview of everything.
So you can have an awesome look across the harbor area. Yeah. You see how much water there's actually going inside of the city of Hamburg. You see these streets, looks a little bit like Venice. And on the other side you have a pretty nice look at the city center, basically. That was definitely absolutely worth it as well.
Yes. And I think the most terrifying part of that whole experience, though, were the stairs down.
I think they weren't that bad, but if you're afraid of heights, then yes. So the first day comes to an end. We already walked a lot here. What do you think? What are your first impressions so far?
I think it's really cool. I think the architecture is a bit different than what we're used to. I really like how a lot of things are modern with some like of this red brick warehouse industrial style.
I have to say I'm super impressed. My first impression of Hamburg is absolutely positive, amazing. I did not expect this, to be honest. I had 3 quick trips to Hamburg in my life before. I think twice with the school for just a day trip and then once for New Year's Eve, and I never really went to visit and experience the city. So it's weird coming here for the 4th time, and I feel like I haven't been here. I didn't know about this, so
yeah.
I'm super impressed. We lucked out with the weather, definitely,
yes.
And I think that plays a huge factor because my prejudice about the city is always that it's gray and windy, but I think on a summer day, absolutely amazing. This might be, on a good weather day, the most beautiful city in Germany.
After some great Vietnamese food in the evening, we went out the next morning for some Franzbrötchen and to check out the other side of the Elbe River. There is a building that looks pretty inconspicuous from the outside, but then on the inside it's like a tower leading into the earth, and huge freight elevators or stairs take you underground. On the bottom you can walk or cycle through an old tunnel below the river and come up on the other side. Pretty cool.
We're underwater.
Yeah, what I noticed is it's getting very cold immediately.
Yeah, you can feel the temperature drop. My hands are cold.
Yeah, it's cold in here. Also, very nice tiles on the side here.
It's like we're in a bath. In case the water spills, we can just swim.
From here you have an amazing view towards the landing piers, ships, the Elbphilharmonie and Hamburg's promenade along the river on the other side.
So we went through the tunnel and we're on the other side. But yeah, we can see where we ate the fish brötchen and everything from here, so it's pretty cool. It's a nice view of everything else, so I think it's definitely worth a little hike over.
Well, thank you, Diana, and take it from here. Diana, how you doing? Alright, so we just made it to the infamous Reeperbahn here in Hamburg. And this is the western end, and it's this long stretch of street going down there. And it's just super famous for its red light district, nightlife, a lot of bars on here. I think it's the most infamous partying nightlife street in all of Germany. And as Diana just taught me, the red light district here is bigger than the one in Amsterdam.
Yeah, that's what I read somewhere.
Yeah, so pretty impressive. What do you think of the Ripperbahn?
Feels like a bar street with a lot of sex shops, a lot of fast food restaurants, and a police presence. Yeah. I've noticed more of a police presence here.
Yeah, I think it's not too special during the day. I think this is typically the area that comes to life in the evenings.
Yeah.
And probably also when it's not 2020. So one thing I do remember though, I spent one New Year's Eve in Hamburg and we went down to the river for the fireworks at 12 p.m. Then afterwards we went back into the city and we walked through the street here. And the Reeperbahn, it was packed. Another word for the Reeperbahn is also the Kiez. So we walked through the Kiez here and it was packed with people. People were so drunk and I never saw as many fights. Like, we walked through here, it was too packed, I was like, let's just go through it, let's find something more quiet. Walked 10 minutes through it, and we saw 5 fist fights going down. Wow. That was a fun night. Well, there's really not that much going on. I really think if you want to go crazy, if you want to see something freaky or stuff like that, this is the place to go to during the night. So if you just want to go nuts all out, this is the place to go. But during the day, quite normal. As we're walking back here on a second day evening, we noticed something very weird. It's very hard to find a grocery store in Hamburg.
Supermarket.
At least here in this Hafen City and central area. Like, where are all the Penny, Rewe, Edeka, the usual supermarkets?
At the Ripperbar.
There are none. Weird.
Yeah, but on a cooler note, look at the smiley face that changes. He changes. He's happy and then he's sad sometimes.
Oh yeah, it rotates.
Why?
He's turning sad now.
Why?
Yeah, because you can't find any supermarkets.
Subscribe.
Is Kunche.
Pointje.
Kunche.
When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. When the world seems to shine like you've had too much wine, that's amore. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie.
These cute graffitis are everywhere. I don't know what they are.
So we made it out to the city center. You can see the city hall in the background there, and this thing is like a lake, and I think it's a river that flows into this lake. It's the Binnenalster. The city center is very typical for a big city. Like, it's very cool, it has nice looking architecture, and you don't really feel that you're in a harbor city. I feel like there's a nice separation between the harbor area and the inner city area.
But I feel like the architecture is a little atypical for Germany. There's a lot more red brick here too.
That's true. I think that's pretty normal for northern Germany and Scandinavia, so it has a little bit more of that kind of look.
Yeah, I really like it. Yeah, you don't see a lot of half-timbered houses here, so not too many of those.
I also have to say, my prejudice about the north of Germany and Hamburg was always gray and windy. And the first couple of days here were absolutely great. It was pretty nice. But today, the stereotype kind of came true. We went to Blankenese, which is this little town, and it was super windy down at the river. And now we're in the city center at the lake here, and it's again very windy. It's still above 20 degrees.
Yeah,
but it's windy.
It's good for that wind-blown hair look if you're going for that.
Although right now it's not as bad, so people might be like, "What are you talking about?" But it was just very bad a minute ago.
Yeah. Oh, here it comes. It's coming. It's coming. Show the
From
flag.
there.
Show the flags.
Yeah,
There
check
you
the
go.
flags in the background.
Like a big pizza pie, that's amore. When the world seems to shine like you've had too much wine, that's amore. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. When the world seems to shine like you've had too much wine, that's amore.
That is one way to park your rental scooter.
Ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling, and you sing Vita Bella.
Alright, so we just made it in on our last full day, back to the hotel room. Man, those were a couple of long days, long walks.
It's a really cool city. I don't know if this is the typical reputation, but I feel like everyone we interacted with was super nice. So
That's true. Weirdly, the reputation is, I think, that the northern Germans are cooler and like harder to get to, and they're more direct and stuff like that, and the southern people are friendlier. Is that the reputation? Not sure, but everybody was nice.
One of the interesting thing is I feel like the city center area, I think that's all like offices. It felt like there weren't a lot of supermarkets or convenience stores or DEAN'S or anything.
Also, not a lot of doner shops. They're also more like on the outside.
We did try one near the train station.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
Yeah.
It was a good Hamburg doner. Or as they call them here, a hamburger. And anyway, let us know what you think of the city. Do you like Hamburg? Do you prefer other cities? Also, let us know which other cities should we go to in Germany. We're still looking for the best city for us to live in the future.
Yeah. As always, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Big thank you to all of our Patreons. Your support means the world to us and makes a big difference. Thank you guys, and we'll see you in the next one.